This episode of Cognitive Dissonance is brought to you by our patrons. You fucking rock. Be advised that this show is not for children, the faint of heart, or the easily offended. The explicit tag is there for a reason.
This is our year in review show, our 2016 Toaster Shakins episode. We went through all the episodes last year and collected all the clips we thought were the funniest clips we had, and we put them all together in one big mega episode. We hope you enjoy it. So without further ado, here's the first clip.
This clip comes from episode 273, Verb to Noun, recorded on January 25th.
This story also comes from The Independent. This is a terrific story. Women putting herb balls in vagina to detox their wombs have been warned of dangers. This is terrific.
They're putting herb balls in there.
You know, I've tried to put my balls in there.
Come on.
I try to get 2 inches in. That's
Okay,
what I'm working
that's
on.
fair.
You know,
Yeah.
try to get. They have to be. What woman has to be warned of the dangers of sticking the fucking Colonel's fucking secret blend of herbs and spices up their fucking hoo-ha? Right? You're just like, do you see the picture of this thing? It's
I know.
It's a fucking like this is a bouquet garnier. That's what that is. It's a fucking
Exactly, it
cheesecloth
is.
of fucking rosemary.
You can make a stock with that.
It's like concept. Like, what is going on in here?
It's awesome. Yeah, maybe they're just seduced by the package design of Laid plugins.
Laid plugins is great. Yeah, so evidently there's this company, Embrace Pangea is what it's called. Embrace Pangea. What does it even mean? Pangea, the time when all the continents were one? How am I supposed to embrace that?
Embrace that, yeah.
Embrace. Oh man, earlier I was rejecting Pangea. What does it even fucking mean? Embrace Pangea. Oh man, let's go back to a simpler time. You know, when all the continents were fused and there were dinosaurs. Like, what are you talking about? Embrace Pangea. It's a fucking stupid name for a company. They're selling herbal womb detox pearls, claiming that the products aid to correct conditions such as endometriosis, ovarian cysts, and thrush. And I would say that if you have those conditions, sticking fucking rosemary and sage.
You have a thrush in your bush? Wait a minute. Wait a second.
They go bird watching down there.
They use that.
What's going on?
It's womb deodorizer.
You got a red-bellied warbler in that thing. You can tell it's spring because there's the first robin.
It's nice and red down there. Yeah, it's funny that Embrace Pangea was one of the companies, but then there was another company, Arm & Hammer, took over for a little while. But for the bigger vaginas, they used Fist Arm & Hammer, and that was for the larger sort of girthy vaginas.
Girthy vagina. That's a great. What a description. Oh, don't worry, honey. It's just a little girthy.
This part is funny, though. It says another package claims to promote vaginal tightening, which it says works by tightening the womb so the vaginal canal will shrink. That's not tightening anything. That's called an infection.
I know, right? Look, I'm not getting up to the womb anyway. Like, I was like, are you kidding me?
You gotta work.
Like,
That's all I'm saying.
I feel like you need a written invitation if you're going up that far.
You're like a vampire. You only go in any womb you've been invited to.
I'm not trying to crawl inside you like a tauntaun. Are you kidding me?
I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
It's the worst. Well, they did, but then I stuck these fucking herbs and spices in there, and now it's like did somebody leave the crotch pot on? What's going on?
You make a nice demi-glace that way, that's for sure.
Oh,
it helps lubricate everything. It's got a great mouthfeel.
It's like if you add these things to those steamers, like the steamer baskets for the crotch. Remember we covered those a while ago? Gwyneth Paltrow was like, hey, you should totally steam your vag. It's like, okay, it's a fucking rice cooker in there.
You like press it out, it's a nice flat. You're like, wow, you used to have kind of big lips and now it's completely pressed out. It's like I sent you to the cleaners.
The whole thing's like silly putty. I can reshape it any way I want.
You're like a 7-year-old girl. I feel like a Muslim.
Oh, shit.
This clip comes from episode 277. Thank you, Sky. Recorded on February 11th.
I love this fucking guy.
I love Ted Cruz's dad is fucking amazing.
We haven't had
Lucy, I'm home.
Ted Cruz's 900-year-old father has not been on the show in a long time. This is from the Raw story. Here I am, Lord. Use me like the dirty tissue I am.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Ted Cruz's dad says the Holy Ghost authorized the White House run. So we should just listen to this shit.
All right, here we go.
I would assume, you correct me, that you and your family, and especially Ted, have been called to run for president. How do you pray for him?
Well, I'll tell you, the decision to run for president of...
I can't listen to this guy. Wait, I tell you
something.
All right, wait. I tell you about it. Eh?
It was a long decision.
What I did is I wished real hard toward the sky. The sky says, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, God.
I think, thank you, sky. Schizophrenia is a hell of a disease, man.
That guy's amazing.
Ted and his wife and family, they spent 6 months in prayer, just seeking the will of God as to what to do.
Look, I'm not going to tell them right away. They got to want it. I spent 6 months in prayer.
I don't even know what that means. If they do no other work, they were just like, wait, Ted, you want to go out fucking boating?
Hey, Ted.
Fuck you, man. I'm praying to see if I can be president.
Ted, do you want to vote in Congress?
Hey, do you want to go to work? I am talking to Jesus.
Oh, God.
And that culminated one time that the whole family was together. And even his senior staff, we were attending a church service all together at First Baptist Church of Houston, where he's a member.
I'm sorry, his accent's hilarious.
God, should my son run for president? I'll be here for 6 months.
His accent is hilarious.
You just tell me sometime around June, okay? June or July.
You could tell Lucy.
And after church, we went up to the pastor's office. We spent 2 hours on our knees seeking God's will.
That sounds fucking hot.
That pastor, he just loves oral. He's just a huge fan.
2 hours? 2 hours?
That's a long time and not popping.
Dude, I'll tell you
know
what
I mean? Like, my goodness.
2 hours without a break,
Yeah.
somebody's fucking
Jeez,
sore.
man.
I mean, like, that's a day you wake up, you're like, fucking, what the fuck happened today? That's a goddamn PR.
No, you gotta suck on it. Don't just hold it in your mouth.
That's not, you got some work to do. Work to do.
You'll have to put it in and out of your mouth.
Hey, you just keep your head there, I'll fuck your head. It's fine.
About this decision. And it was there where Heidi said a word that, I believe it was just inspiration from God. And she said, seek God's face, not God's hand.
Because a blowy's better than a handy? Is that why?
Tell you what.
I mean, I agree.
I agree, too.
I mean, the handy is the consolation prize of sex acts, right? That's just like, if it'll get you out of the car. Fine, grease is the word.
Oh, seek God's face.
Yeah,
Not
his hand.
And that's what tells you to run for president. And they're like, oh, well, then I'm going to run for president.
Because...
And his wife had the vision? Like, he didn't even have the,
Well, he saw her face.
And then he came in her hand?
It's like, I don't know.
Oh, it's the M&M logo. It's like melts in your mouth, not in your hand. That's what it is.
And that was just as if there was a presence of the Holy Spirit in the room. And that we all were at awe, and Ted, just all that it came out of his mouth, he said, "Here am I, Lord."
All that came out of his mouth was TMI, Lord. TMI, Lord.
TMI, Lord. Whoa,
Hey.
That's a lot of information, man.
Why don't you just put it back in my face, Lord? Not in my hand.
Use me. Here am I, Lord. I surrender to whatever your will for my life is. And it was at that time that he felt the peace.
He what?
He felt his peace. He was feeling on his peace, Tom. Yeah, that's what he said, yeah.
I literally didn't know what he said. I thought he said he feeled the peas. And I'm like, what the fuck is he? What does that even mean? He feeled the peas? Okay.
He felt the peace.
Running down his leg. He felt the peas running down his leg. And he knew he had to get a tissue before he could waddle to the bathroom.
About running for president of the United States.
I love that guy.
God, that guy's amazing.
I don't mean to just make fun of a man.
Thank you, God.
You know, we were talking earlier about the show about punching up and punching down.
Yeah.
Making fun of that guy's accent is punching down.
I don't care.
I don't give a fuck because that shit is awesome.
That's
I can't
fucking
understand
awesome.
anything he says. It's delightful.
I'll tell you what. I would hire that guy to do yard work.
So racist. That's so racist. That's so racist.
Well, the thing is like before
You are a racist.
It was before the guy they wound up picking him up at Home Depot to do this interview. He's standing outside.
The real Ted Cruz is too expensive. It's like we could get like 7 stand-in Ted Cruzes for the price of one.
None of this can go in the show. You realize that, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's funny though. Oh, it's fucking funny. Hey guys, use me, Lord. Come on, hey,
Lord. Hey, Lord, come in my hand and then on my sombrero. Badges? We don't need no stinking badges. Badges? We don't need no stinking badges.
Oh my God, it's like fucking interviewing Cheech and Chong about. Oh God, that could never go in the show.
I know, but it's amazing.
Oh God. Best thing about this podcast is you're just as terrible a person as I am.
This clip comes from episode 285. Never Go Full Alex Jones, recorded on March 28th.
And the churches aren't going to tell you. It is an alien force, not of this world.
Whoa, we're aliens.
Hold on.
We're aliens.
Every no, he said an alien force, but I think he means like a demonic force. I think he's just, because he's a crazy person, he just substitutes the words.
Are you serious?
I
think he's
seriously,
talking about
I don't
aliens.
think he's seriously talking about aliens. I don't think he's talking about aliens.
Okay.
Maybe. Oh, Jesus, if he's talking about aliens.
He might be talking about aliens.
Oh, my
I don't
God.
know, that's crazier than demons.
I guess that's true.
Actually, I'm
Yeah,
not
that's
sure
true.
which is like demons show up and it's like, demons. It's like,
I guess you're right. Yeah, that's no crazier.
it's like
That's
Mars
no crazier.
attacks.
Yeah, it's just no crazier.
Attacking humanity like the Bible and every other ancient text says. And you can read the Bible. It's hiding in plain view, folks. It's not of this world. I don't know exactly what it is or what it's doing, but this is not human intelligence, okay?
Well, I would agree with you there. You are not humanly intelligent.
This guy's fucking amazeballs.
I can't. I'm crying.
This guy
so
is
hard.
amazing.
I cannot.
There it is, guys. Yep. Fucking there it is. Yep, aliens. Fucking what a crazy
I
person.
can't do it. I'm crying.
No, we have to do another minute of this.
Oh Jesus! Are
Yeah,
you
there's
kidding?
a whole more minute.
It's not human intelligence!
One more time. Okay,
You gotta. You know what? You should come over and just see him flip.
gotta do it.
You gotta see him flip, dude.
Hold on.
This is fucking outstanding.
I'm gonna lose my shit.
Oh Jesus, it's fucking amazing. All right, we gotta share a mic
my
here.
nose is
All right,
running.
we're gonna share a mic. Here we go, Tom.
Oh my God! All right, wait. All right.
I gotta make it big. I think we're gonna make it big.
Hey, we're not gonna make it.
You're not
big.
that close. All right, here we go.
Friends a long time, buddy.
Here we go.
But this is not human intelligence, okay? It's not human intelligence!
Look, he looks so mad. He's so mad. You mad, bro?
Hold on. There's one more in us. Okay. We got one more.
I'm here.
Human intelligence, okay? It's not human intelligence!
So mad! This could be the best thing we've ever seen.
He just fucking lost his fucking mind.
Okay, so do yourself a favor.
Oh, God.
And go to our website and fucking view this. This is at about 2 minutes in. Actually, I would say at around, you want to try to be like around 156.
I'm a wreck.
You want to be at around 156 and start this and watch him flip his shit because it's fucking outstanding. He's so mad. He's like, he bounces. He absolutely bounces. Like he's like a petulant little kid. Like he's not going to McDonald's and he's super mad about it. This is amazing. This is the best thing we've ever seen. All right, there's more. There's more.
I don't know that I have it.
There's more. Let's listen to this one more time though.
Dude, I'm serious. My fucking face is falling off.
Exactly what it is or what it's doing, but this is not human intelligence, okay? It's not human intelligence! We're facing! I refuse to fight with everybody! All the stupid racist white people, the stupid racist black people, all the stupid racist Mexicans, all of you. I can't stand you, you're idiots! We're under attack! Everybody's under attack!
By aliens!
Jesus, calm the fuck down, man. Drink your milk and go lay down for a little
It's
while.
like the only one who watched Independence Day as a documentary, right?
The elite hate Trump. Let me tell you, if he is a psyop, he's the most sophisticated one I ever saw. And even if he is, he's a revelation of the awakening, and they're having to pull this trick to try to divert us.
What?
I don't know what a psyop is. I don't seriously have no idea.
Psychological operations?
What the what?
Yeah, it's like if you're in the military. Like
I thought it was a fucking superhero on the X-Men. Fucking no idea. Is he the guy with the fucking eyes that can shoot people? That's psyop, right? Isn't that fucking a psyop?
That's amazing.
Doesn't matter. It's part of the awakening. Humanity has got to get off world.
Yeah, he's talking about aliens, bro. Yeah. Yep. We got to fucking peace out of this bitch.
I'm going to pass out. Oh, God. I'm going to pass out. The room is going black. Holy shit. Are you kidding me?
That's because you're about to be beamed out of the mothership.
Good fucking Lord. Oh, this guy's fucking the best thing I've ever heard.
He's amazing.
We need access to the life extension technologies. Talk about discrimination. Forget skin color. I want the advanced life extension.
You're going to need it, dude, because you're clearly having a heart attack right now.
This clip comes from episode 291, Ye Olde Crooner, recorded on May 1st.
This story comes from Right Wing Watch. Big shocker, right? Pat Boone. Hey, remember Pat Boone's still a thing? The government should outlaw blasphemy and punish Saturday Night Live. You guys with your jokes.
All right, so hold on.
Hurt my feelings.
So Pat Boone, singer, here we go.
Sometimes an April day will
it's my jam. Oh my God.
This is the song that was playing when Grandpa put his fingers in Nana. That's before her pussy looked like a week-old ham sandwich, though.
God.
Smelled like a week-old ham sandwich.
Oh my God, I want to die.
It's like one of those Brillo pads that you wash so much that it's sort of
saying these things? I don't want to live here anymore.
It's like falling apart. It's like partially brown from the rust.
Your grandma doing it? No. God.
The best part about it is all my grandmas were dead, so I can talk about them like this. It's amazing.
No. Oh, Grandma, all right, I'm so sorry.
Right,
no.
Here's Pat Boone.
She was a sweet lady.
She was until your grandpa.
But she used to be a whore.
She was until your grandpa pounded that pussy flat.
Made a veal scallop pizza out of that
Oh,
it all smells like capers.
It's like when they take the Chicago because the fucking ground is so weak, they have to drive those pylons into the ground. What the fuck do they call it?
That's your grandma. Dude, that's your grandma. That's your grandma. I don't know what else. She made me cookies.
Oh God. There's nothing like grandma pussy. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing like talking about grandma's pussy.
Oh my God,
oh God, that's funny.
She had one leg.
Oh man.
She only has to get one behind her head.
I'll tell you what.
Grandma. Oh God.
All right, so here's Pat Boone.
There is a vitriol. There is I would say almost a hatred of people who dare to take the old-fashioned truisms, the old traditional stands about moral right and wrong. They want to absolutely, they do not want any kind of restriction on what they might do.
Would you legislate restriction about? Would you make sure that they were not able to do it legally?
There have been restrictions, of course, as you know. I mean, there used to be a censor board in the movies that declared what should be appropriate for family audiences and not. Then they went to a rating system.
That's not legislation, though. That's not legislation.
No, that's an industry regulating itself, right? Just like meat packing plants or whatever, they put the USDA thing on there,
which is in a way a regulation.
Right. Well, what would you do for TV? Should there be a system, or should there be legislation that says you can't do that on television?
You can't do that on television. Wasn't that a Nickelodeon show?
There's so many things you already can't do.
Where you say I don't know, and they pour like green
glurp
on your head,
right?
Yeah. Right, exactly. There's a million things you can't do on television already. There's already, the thing is like, why do we want to make this stricter again? I understand, there's some people out there who don't want their kids watching Blasphemy, let's say.
Sure, but that's called parenting, right? There's plenty of shit that I don't want my kids to see on TV. And now, what I do is I'm like, hey, guys, you're fucking 5. Let's not watch Law and Order SVU, right? Like,
sure.
you're like, oh, this story is about fucking child rape. You know what? We'll watch that when you're in bed. It's okay.
Yeah.
But, like, that's it. That's called parenting. You just parent your way through that shit. Just like, well, the government says my kids should be able to watch anything on TV. Really?
It's just like you said. I mean, look, if you don't want your kids watching it, then parent better. If you don't want other people watching it, fuck you. If I'm an adult, fuck you, right? Dude. I can watch whatever I want. If they're gonna say, if I want to watch a fucking simulated snuff film, I'm an adult.
It's on you, right?
I'm an adult, right? Like, should someone not be able to make some awful, horrible movie? Like, where are we going to draw the line where, do I think that should be shown on the airwaves? No, of course not. But, at a certain point, you're an adult. You get to decide what you want to watch.
We've talked about this before, but like that is part of the job of parenting, right? One of the jobs of parenting is deciding where you draw your lines with things like sex and with things like violence and how you introduce those concepts to your kids and when you introduce those concepts to your kids and what way. Like if the way that you're teaching your kids about sex and violence is through television, then you're fucking parenting terribly.
Right.
Like those are conversations. They're more than one conversation, and they have to be had over the course of a lot of time. And you introduce things somewhat gradually and what have you. If you're just like, well, I don't know, maybe you should do like fucking 4. Let's watch RoboCop together. Like, well, then you're fucking. I don't know what to tell you. Like you're just. And the same thing if you parent your way through your life with a goddamn television.
Yeah.
Like if TV Guide is your fucking Bible for parenting, you're fucking a monster. Like you're just going to do an awful job of it. Saturday Night Live is not the worst thing your kid's going to be exposed to. It's 2016. They're going to have a phone. They're going to have a tablet. They're going to have the internet. If Saturday Night Live is your big concern,
sure.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, keep them off Live Leak.
Right?
I think so. I think the majority of the American people, and they ought to be the arbiters, not a few people in robes or somewhere. It ought to be the American people who determine what they want coming into
What, are we going to have like a poll, like a vote on it? Like all of us are going to get together during election day and say to each other, okay, folks, here's what we want to decide is going to be on television. How long's the ballot?
I was going to say like, okay, next up for consideration, www. I mean, are you fucking kidding me? Like it's an exhausting. This is why we don't do these.
That's why we have representatives to do it for certain portions of our he's going to say the FCC in a few minutes, right?
Sure.
That's why we have the FCC,
and they've already made decisions about what's allowable and what's not allowable, and there's already been decisions made about what's like prime time, what's past prime time. Like what's on cable, what's on regular television. These decisions have already been made, and again, it comes down to just fucking parent better, do a better job parenting. If If you don't want your kids to see it, it's like your kids get to see everything that's available.
And it's not necessarily parenting either. It's just do a better job of deciding what media you want to consume, period.
Sure. If you don't like any of this, you can keep it out of your fucking house.
Don't watch it, Pat Boone.
If you really are that
Look,
fucking
here's the
obsessed.
thing, Pat Boone. It's not Matlock, so turn it off.
This clip comes from episode 292. Ted Cruz pulls out, recorded on May 9th.
I think Cruz just backed out of the race. Let me see. I just want to make sure if that's
impossible.
No, I think Ted Cruz just left the race.
Right now, that doesn't bode well for the anointed one. Remember when he was anointed by God because he got down on his knees with Cruz, and they all got down together for 6 months. And
man. It's 6 months, man.
They prayed, and then God was like, "Yeah, you should totally run, man."
Hey, vato. They didn't ask God; they asked Jesus. Yeah. So he's totally out.
He's done.
He's done.
That's it.
Done.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's just the Trump man and Kasich then, right?
I think he actually took the stage and then just turned into a puddle. And just went right off the crack.
That's it. He just leaks all over the place.
Actually, he took the stage and then he punched his wife, elbowed his wife, and then forearmed his wife, all in 2 motions. He missed his calling for MMA.
Dude,
3 hits in 2 motions.
That guy is so awkward. It's like, he's not sure how he got in this body.
Exactly.
Like, every time he's walking around.
He's like that weird guy from Men in Black.
Yes,
you know what I mean? Like that.
Around.
It's just like always
the
walking around like,
guy.
Yeah, he's the cockroach guy.
He's like going to snuggle. He's just like, let me snuggle. He like lays he like flops his shoulder.
He always grabs his wife way too hard.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Not everyone has a gentle touch. What are you gonna do?
And then him and Fiorina the other day, when they're trying to decide whose hand is going to be on top, they grab hands to sort of like raise them in victory. And as they raise them, Fiorina and him are sort of fighting thumb wrestling style to decide who is going to be on top. It's really strange. Google that if you get a chance. Like Fiorina and Cruz. There's a bunch of gifs of it. It's just creepy and weird.
The best thing I've ever seen is when Cruz punches his wife.
I know. It's
every
so
time
funny.
I see it,
it's so funny.
I laugh.
It's so
he hits her right in the face. He's just trying to give his dad a hug. He punches her. That's so funny. He hits her 3 times in a row. He can't. That guy just can't. He's the worst. He's so bad at using his body in the world. He's just made out of garbage. He's just such garbage.
It's like he's animated garbage. That's exactly it. He's like.
I love it so much.
I love it too. Oh God!
It's her face. Her face. When she gets hit, she looks so disgusted to be touched by him. It's like, and you know it's true. She's like, "Oh God, not his slimy hand."
Because you know he's cold. Like you know when he hit her, he's cold.
It feels like feels like a slick boa.
It's like getting fisted by a corpse. You know, you just feel it, and you're like, God damn, is this thing dead? Is this thing I've been fucking dead?
Oh my God!
Oh God, he's amazing. Yeah,
he is the worst.
He's so amazing. So I want to read. This is a website that was sent to us, and I found this week, and it is this person sent it, and I literally could not stop laughing. This is Ted Cruz. It's a Ted Cruz website, and the website is called TedCruzForHumanPresident.com. It's so funny. This was sent to us by Jake, and Jake, thank you so much. Now, at the very top, Tom, the very top, it has Ted Cruz's weird face, and it just says on top, 100% human candidate. And then it says, I have been incubated from birth to be your overlord. And then I'm going to read more because it's amazing. It says American prosperity in large letters. And then it says, hello, I am Ted Cruz for president. And Ted Cruz is one word and for president is one word. I have over 42 years. I wish to shut down the space program and destroy all telescopes abruptly without explanation. Now there's another picture. This is a very short website. It's very short. There's only 2 more sections.
Okay.
It says, observing you is the next piece. It says, I once observed a child traversing on wheeled shoes. I will work tirelessly to find out what this technology is called and demand the Earth children turn over its schematics over to me forthwith.
I heard so much to laugh.
All right, last piece.
All
right. Okay. So actually, there's 2 more pieces. So this one is update. No, this is after he lost. And there's a picture of him and his wife waving, and it says, I must return to my hometown of Texas to slumber for an amount of time you would consider reasonable. And then it says, thank you. Your support and skull sizes have been documented. And then there's 2 people. Then there's 2 people. There's testimonials. And here's the 2 testimonials they have on this website. God. It says, here's what people are saying. There's a guy, it says, his name is Guy Manderson. It says, Ted Cruz is only one being and not several. And then finally we have a guy by the name of first name, last name. I have seen many people, and Ted Cruz is one of them. This is the best website. And you know, the best part is you don't even need to go there because I just read it all to you. Oh my God. I just read it all. Oh. God.
That's so funny.
Ted Cruz.
I'm sorry. I can't.
God, he's so funny.
I cannot control my body right now.
Ted Cruz is so funny. Oh, but he's
the most ridiculous candidate for president.
But he's out now, Tom. He's out. And like you said, all that time they spent on their knees, all that
I wouldn't call it wasted.
All that discernment, all that time that hillbilly God spent rubbing him and anointing him with oil.
Lubed him up for nothing.
Totally
you
gone.
lubed him up for nothing.
This clip comes from episode 296, Victoria Gettman, recorded on May 30th.
Speaking of bachelor cooking, let's talk about this other story, Tom, because he came out with Mexican food.
He nailed it.
This
is so bad. This is so bad. This is the worst thing.
And so this is Jim Bakker.
This is amazing.
Asking you to buy his Mexican food.
Oh, God.
We have done less tweaking, as we call it.
Yeah,
Tweaking? What's he fucking? Is he snorting something or whatever? Bro, I'm tweaking.
No, that's actually twerking, and it does not help when you're making the food.
That's fair.
Yeah.
On this food than anything we've ever put together. The first few times, this food is so good. It passes the official Mexican test.
What is that?
It can make its own way over the border illegally.
It's made out of real Mexicans.
You know what you could deport it after it goes to college here.
It passes the Mexican test. It made itself.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh, that's awesome. It made itself. It just built itself. It's so hardworking. It's self-generated.
It passes the official Mexican test. You can spray it on your lawn. It'll cut your grass.
This is Mexican food that real-life Mexicans approve of.
Real-life Mexicans.
We have them in back in a pen, and we throw slop at them once in a while. These are genuine Mexicans.
Imported straight from Mexico.
We're going to deport them a little later. But right now, we have them trying our slop.
Y'all ever see one of these real-life Mexicans? Holy shit. We thought they were a myth. But they love our Fiesta bucket.
Genuine, real-life Mexicans.
Tell you what.
I gotta hear him say that again.
This is Mexican food that real-life Mexicans approve of.
Real-life Mexicans.
They're all
they're like circus animals.
No, they were all Mexican puppets made by Geppetto, and not real-life Mexicans.
Real-life Mexicans. He's so racist.
That's not racist. That's countryist.
It's so bad.
Countryist.
Oh my God.
You know, this is not gringo food. This
You can serve it with crackers, but it ain't for crackers. Oh God! Up next, Jim Baker's soul food bucket.
Oh God!
The Negroes love it.
This soul food bucket will make you say, "Mammy." say adios to your other buckets.
It's so bad. I can't believe it. They just say that.
Oh God! Oh, it hurts to laugh.
It's like gringo food.
is good food, and it is unbelievable. But the big thing is, you know, I believe there's going to be some events take place. It may not be the big event.
I'll tell you what, you eat this, you're going to have a big event. You're going to have a huge event. I'm looking at this stuff, and it already looks pre-digested.
I give a warning every time I'm going to have sex. Like, look, it's not going to be the big event. All right?
I always tell somebody,
I'm not even sure it's an event.
Before I go to the bathroom, like, look, I'm going to go have an event. So I just want...
We're not. It's kind of an entry-level event.
Actually, just leave the apartment.
I'll tell you what. I had some of that gringo food, so
the grid going totally down. But I believe there's going to be major events that's literally going to, like a shot across the bow.
That's literally going to like a shot across the bow. That's literally, not figuratively, gonna like a shot across the bow.
Tom, that's deep. Because that's a simile and a metaphor, my friend.
He's going to warn us. God's been dealing with me.
Nobody wants to deal with you.
God's been dealing with you. God's been coaching me on my ethnic phrases.
Yeah. I'm so unrestful about it because I know things are coming.
This guy is amazing, though.
That guy, it's amazing.
Dude, that is the best. The gringo food or whatever is fucking amazing.
Real life Mexicans.
Real life Mexicans.
Wow, look at them. Look at Ma, Paul. Look inside that pen there. That's be real life Mexicans.
Ma, can I get a stick and poke it?
Can I scalp one just for fun? You kidding me? What is this, blood meridian?
Ma, is there any way I could displace this one?
This clip comes from episode 306, Juggle My Pokeballs, recorded on July 18th.
This is Brian Fisher. I can't even read the headline to this. I can't even read the headline to this and think that anybody should be taking this guy seriously. This is Brian Fisher. It's not okay for Christians to have diverse opinions. Let me tell you specifically which singular opinion you should have. You cannot have a diverse opinion.
Here's a bulleted list of your opinions.
Right? What do I think about this? It's like being a little kid. It's like, Mom, do I like broccoli? Do I like broccoli, Mom?
I was just going to say, like, do they have to all agree on what color they want to like?
Yeah.
Do they all have to say blue?
Yeah,
it's all blue.
What's my favorite color?
I love blue. And I really enjoy the smell of the air after it rains. I'm really into that ABBA song, Dancing Queen. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's got to have the same fucking answer.
Yeah. Do I like this?
All right, so this is Brian Fisher. It's not okay for Christians to have diverse opinions.
It's amazing.
You know, talking about this column, it's actually kind of a snide column written by this Andy Walton, whom I do not know. But he says, look, it's fine for Christians to be all over the map on sexual ethics. Well, no, it's not. I mean, that's exactly what we read about in Revelation. That's the spirit of Jezebel, calls herself a prophetess, claims to speak for God, and seduces people.
Super interested. Keep talking. Like Jezebel. I like where you're going with this.
She's scantily clad. I'm right there.
Right.
Yeah.
If she can get scantily clad,
yeah,
right there, right?
Into sexual immorality. So, no, it is not okay for Christians to be all over the map, have diverse opinions. That's what he's talking about. Not even talking about behavior. Talking about opinions about sexual ethics. No, it's not okay.
No, you're not allowed to think that. Duh. Here's the list of things you're allowed to think. Read the book about that says what you think.
So I wonder if they have a bulleted list and be like, you like missionary position.
Really? Can I
try the doggy?
Right. No.
Nope,
can I just flip her over on her belly once in a while?
Is it okay if we do the reverse cowboy or cowgirl? Reverse cowboy is a lot harder.
You had me like,
no. Huh. The thing is, the reverse cowboy it involves tools. So.
The Bible is abundantly clear about sexual ethics. Sex is reserved for marriage. Marriage is a union of one man and one woman. Homosexuality is a sin. Sexual immorality is a sin.
Sexual immorality? What does that even mean?
I don't know. I was actually just wondering.
That seems like a pretty broad brush. You know what I mean?
I think by a lot of these definitions, sexual immorality means like anything fun.
Can I come in her hair?
Yes, but you can't like it. And she's not allowed to wash it out for 5 days. She's got to be outside. She's got to go back.
And the worst part is
get the hair come.
The worst part is that when you spray her down with the fire hose, it's hard to get out.
Yeah, I got to use cold water in the fire hose,
etc. These things are not ambiguous in the scriptures, so no, it's not okay to have diverse opinions on those issues. It's not okay to have diverse opinions on life issues.
Yeah, have my opinions. I will tell again. I'm Brian Fisher.
Well, yeah, I just translated. I just fucking interpreted what your opinion is.
I'll tell you,
the Almighty God.
And not only is this your opinion, but you like this as your opinion.
What? And didn't they have like a bunch of wives and like concubines and shit? Like,
dude, the fucking Bible has like people have fucking slave wives and rapey wives.
Marrying your rapist. There's all kinds of shit going on that you neglected to tell me about, Brian Fisher. I need to know about the rape clause.
I know.
And rape clause is the worst one to get visited by on Christmas, by the way. The very worst one is rape clause.
You don't want to know what's in that fucking big sack of his.
It's the worst when it involves the elves. You know what I mean? Like, the best part is that they got the small fist. You know what I mean? It's not a big deal to get in and out of there. They don't even have to take their rings off.
I don't want to do this anymore. Can we not do this anymore? Then one rapey Christmas Eve.
This rape kit came to say.
That's terrible. You open it up. You open up your present. Santa, it's a broken condom.
Santa, with your DNA, you're in jail tonight. Oh.
And then we all blame the victim. I don't want to do this anymore. Roofie, the reindeer.
Roofie, it's Roofie. Where were you? To go. Roofie, the red light reindeer. Oh, that's perfect. Roofie, the rapey reindeer.
Is this the worst thing we've ever done? It's so. I feel violated.
Oh, that's fucking amazing.
You told that joke against my will.
Rufy the rapey reindeer is something else.
You
though.
cannot title this show because no one's going to...
Well, I think iTunes would flag it. It would just be all dashes. It would be all dasher.
Life begins at conception. Every child in the womb is being knit together by God in the womb.
Knitting.
Those are the smallest needles ever. Can you imagine? Like it's like, oh, it's like 3 cells. I better get to work then. Oh, hand me my real small needles. I need the little ones now. No, I need the really small ones, Gabriel. Yeah, the ones you can't even see with the naked eye. That's the ones I need. Yeah, bring my eyeglasses too.
Later on, I'm gonna crochet me a dog. I'm gonna needle point me an elephant.
Psalm 139. Again, there's no place for diverse opinions on whether it's a baby in the womb because the Bible says it is. Luke 1.
Lukewarm? What?
Well,
maybe it's a baby.
They are until they've been out a while.
Maybe
then they
not.
cool right off.
This is the longest segment we've ever done.
You know what? I have a diverse opinion called Cancel This Episode.
This clip comes from episode 308, Say Super PAC, recorded on August 1st.
Instead, they're focusing on a speech given by the newest First Lady to appear on the stage, as fresh as Jackie O on her first appearance.
He knows because he smelled her panties.
Wow, what does that even mean? As fresh as Jackie O on her first appearance? Like as virginal as Jackie O on her wedding night when I was peeking through the window, watching her get deflowered, seeing her hymen break and that spread of blood across the white sheets. Like, what? He's so weird. He's so weird.
Wait, is he weird or are you weird?
I may be a little weird.
And they're frightened because she has trumped all of them. Melania Trump has trumped all of them all at once. And you know, she's so appealing that she's liable to garner a good percentage of Hillary's woman vote.
What? Why? Because she's appealing?
Because she's appealing.
Oh, this is going to get so sexist, so hard, so fast. This is going to get so crazy. Like, he is going to head down a fucking misogyny, sexism train that's just going to be unstoppable.
Absolutely. This is a guy-directed lesbian scene right now. That's
here we go.
Yeah.
This is what I think no woman wants.
This is what lesbians do, right? This is how they do it. What they do is they go after each other until a cock comes in the room. Isn't that how that works?
Simply because she's so appealing. Now, regarding Melania's speech, yes, there's some overlap, but that's, of course, not the issue.
This is on his radio show.
That's awesome. In the background, you hear the AOL, you've got mail.
I haven't
heard that since the 90s.
What is he running this on a CD-ROM?
This is awesome. Fucking, just so you know, they stopped making Cheers years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That was...
Where everybody knows your name.
Hey, guys, Night Court's on in a half hour.
The issue is, you know what the issue is? It's not that. The issue is that she is so appealing that the Hillary Clinton camp went insane, fearing that Melania has in fact captured the attention of the women of America who don't like Hillary very much. Hillary's not attractive.
Women, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Hold on.
Wait a minute. So the female voters of America are going to vote for Donald Trump because Donald Trump's wife is more sexually appealing.
Sexually appealing.
That's what he is saying.
Yeah.
Out loud with his face.
And I disagree with that anyway, right? You know how people have their what do you call it? Free pass list?
Sure.
You have a free pass list where you say to your significant other, you're like, if you ever happen to get into a room with Brad Pitt, you can, I'll forgive you. It's no problem. No. I have that same pack with my wife, but Elizabeth Warren is on top of that list. Like, Elizabeth Warren is on top of that list. If it's Elizabeth Warren and me, and she's had her glass of red wine, it's game on. And it's before Matlock. Uncle Cecil's gonna get some. Okay, that's all I'm saying. And hey, if anybody else is there,
weird and creepy,
I will tag him in. No problem. I'm there. So I disagree with his assessment.
On your free pass list?
On my free pass list,
Elizabeth Warren.
Elizabeth Warren's at the top. The very top.
I love you like a brother. You are doing this wrong.
I don't know. I think I'm doing it really right.
I think the best way to put that free pass list together is to be like, well, there's your sister. And
Wait, did you say divorce list? Is that what you said? Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
You put that list together
that's great.
All right, now there's no judging, right?
We're not going to judge here.
All right, it's just like one of those things like if or when. Okay, yeah, so your friend.
Your sister and your niece.
Is it? Do I use one pass if I bang them both at the same time?
Jesus Christ!
Or can I cash it?
You're writing out each other little coupons, like when you owe your dad a shoe shine or whatever. Like, here you go, Dad.
You just come home and you look at your wife. You don't say a word. You just walk in. You reach into your pocket. You pull out one of the free passes. You put your.
It's better when you walk into your wife and you just make it rain.
Shoot it. Woo!
Oh.
I'll tell you what.
Can you give me a beer?
You're off the hook for a week.
Oh, man. Oh.
I'm spent.
But I'm serious. Elizabeth Warren's top of the list. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. I'd run through that. You'd have to fucking salt the earth where I've been. That's all I'm saying. Fucking run through that shit.
Everybody salts the earth where you've been.
She'd learn how flexible she is. That's all I'm saying. Fucking ears. Fucking Jesus. Ankles by your ears, Elizabeth. Ankles by your ears.
Dude.
Caliente. All right, let's
say super PAC.
Oh God! Oh, that's fucking amazing.
I'm gonna give you a contribution.
All right, let's listen to Fred Savage.
Why?
Let's finish up with Fred Savage here. Poor
myself.
guy. Yeah. Let's go back to the Wonder Years. Here we go.
Hillary's unattractive. This is a country that lives on movie stars. Melania is a movie star. Hillary looks like a maid. She looks like Stalin's housekeeper.
This is coming from one of the ugliest human beings. Like, let that not be lost on you.
Yeah, no. Like this is a fat troll of a man. This is a guy who makes Ron Jeremy look like a 10.
Right?
You know what I mean?
This is a guy who walks into a hospital and immediately alarms go off and people run to his aid. This is a guy who gets free surgery offers in the mail.
This is the kind of guy who orders ice cream through Grubhub.
Hey. One time.
This clip comes from episode 316, Jose Can You See, recorded on September 19th.
So this is also from the Values Voter Summit was the best thing that happened this week.
Dude, I love a good KY Gov, though. I know, right? I got to admit, I love a good KY Gov.
Do you think they did that on purpose?
I don't know, but I do it on purpose. And I will say, a little bit of shedding blood never hurt anybody.
Oh,
either.
no. Well, yes, it did,
Not
actually.
Me. Not me.
That's just a substitute KY, actually. Kentucky Governor Matt Bevin, election of Hillary Clinton may call for shedding of blood of tyrants and patriots. That's a little hyperbole from what he actually says.
A little bit, although...
But what he says is awful enough.
Yeah.
Somebody asked me yesterday, I did an interview, and they said, do you think it's possible, if Hillary Clinton were to win the election, do you think it's possible that we'll be able to survive that? Would we ever be able to recover as a nation?
No.
If she wins the election,
she's just gonna. What she's gonna do is just shoot all the nukes at ourselves. They're all gonna go straight in the air and then fall straight back down on us, just like fucking hillbillies shooting guns in the air. Fucking, woo-hoo!
What could possibly happen other than a nuclear war that would make
we would never survive? She's going to cancel money. And then she's going to, I don't know.
I mean, she's just going to be like, okay, everybody gets smallpox.
I don't know. She's just going to fucking spray vagina juice on everybody. What are they afraid of? What are they afraid of?
That's different than Jamba Juice, by the way. Vagina juice is very different.
Squirting is just peeing. Squirting is just peeing.
Only gone in there once. Twice. But it was just to make sure I didn't like it.
And while there are people who have stood on this stage and said we would not, I would beg to differ, but I will tell you this.
I would beg to differ that we would be okay?
He's saying that we will recover.
Okay, good.
But then he's going to tell us how awful that recovery would be.
Yeah, the recovery would be real hard.
It'd be like saying, like, Cecil, look, you could get burns over 70% of your body and survive. But it's going to be a living hell. It's going to be a living hell.
So like a Trump presidency? Is what you're
Not that bad.
Okay, all right.
Not that bad.
I do think it would be possible, but at what price? At what price?
Did somebody just woo in the
Somebody's like, yeah, I love what price. That's my favorite price.
I'll take goat number 2.
It's a goat. It's always a goat.
Can I spin the wheel, Bob?
These fucking hillbillies are thrilled to get the goat. They're just like, yeah, the goat. Oh.
That dishwasher's 701.
Like,
701.
I don't know whether to eat it or fuck it.
What, the dishwasher?
Or in what order?
The roots of the tree of liberty are watered by what?
Water.
Sprinkler system. The Mexican gardener. I think that's it.
The Mexican gardener. Jose.
Yeah, his name's Jose. Can you see?
Cancel the show. Cancel the
I don't think it's going to be Gardner.
I'm still voting for Jose. Can you see?
I think we just named this episode. Okay, here we go.
The blood of who? The tyrants, to be sure, but who else?
Jose.
Poor Jose.
I don't like this job.
I was going to use Miracle Grow.
I put eggshells in it and everything.
No, man. Can you pay me in cash, man? Oh God. Shit. So the blood of who, Tom? The blood of who? He said.
I'm still voting Mexicans.
I'm gonna say the blood of Hillary's long dead vagina.
Her saved, her jarred menses,
her now defunct vagina.
Defunct. What would happen?
The Patriots.
Wait, why?
The New England Patriots? Like, is Tom Brady out there?
Like, the fuck did I do?
Cutting his wrist to feed a tree?
This tree is fucking evil as fuck.
Fucking the fountain or whatever, you know?
Whose blood will be shed? It may be that of those in this room. It might be that of our children and grandchildren. I have 9 children.
Jesus Christ! You know, settle down.
The most amazing thing about
Irish?
The most amazing thing about that is somebody fucked him 9 times.
This clip comes from episode 320. What would JT do? Recorded on October 10th.
So this story is more Brian Fisher. Fucking Brian Fisher. Diversity and multiculturalism. Get your head out of your hands.
I can't not do that.
Get your head out of your hands. We're going to play the fucking home version.
I can't not massage my eyes in hope that they don't fucking roll right out of my head.
I love it.
When I hear some of these.
I'm going to read this out. Diversity and multiculturalism, again, with the eyes and the rubbing, are God's curse upon America because we have become utterly evil. That's right, Cecil. Diversity is evil.
Diversity. No. Diversity is the curse for being evil.
Oh, you're right.
It's even worse than that.
That is. And diversity is the punishment.
Diversity is the punishment we are receiving right now.
Don't make me show you other viewpoints. No! But then I would question myself.
Awesome.
This proliferation of languages where people cannot talk to each other, this represents a curse from God.
Different languages.
Different languages are a curse from God. But they do think that.
I know, because of the Tower of Babel thing.
The Babels.
Yeah, I know.
When they babbled up.
The Babel and the Bibble.
They tried to build a fucking rock fucking tower. A rock tower. Tom, a rock tower to the
Wait, is that like a rock lobster? A rock lobster?
Tower. Gonna build a tower. Dun, 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 up to God. Dun, 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 dun.
Give him a hug. He'll knock down our tower. He's kind of a dick. Rock tower.
Babble, 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 babble. Rock tower.
That story is fucking retarded.
That story is so.
This story is a dumb. The literalists. The best thing about biblical literalists is you ought to be like, wait a minute. You know that we have set dinosaurs on fire and blasted ourselves to the moon, right? Like, and we didn't bump into God's ass on the way up there. So you think that somebody is going to build, like they're going to stack that next rock and they're going to look over the cloud and be like, oh, he's over here, guys.
It's even worse than that. It's like, what's the foundation for your rock tower? Like, fucking, where do you fucking get?
As it gets taller, it needs to become exponentially wider. Rock engineering.
Rock ziggurat. Like, it's fucking not a fucking tower, you twat. Yeah, I know. Like at a certain point, it's got to be the size of like the United States of America. Like,
we don't have mortar yet. We're using mud.
Oh, there's a cold front.
Guys, people are so stupid.
Are they as stupid as singing the B-52s to their story? Because that's pretty stupid.
It's real funny, though.
Oh, God.
God, it's so great. I like that both of us, when we did a little swingy arm dance.
It's so funny, too, because nobody can see us doing this. But every time we do a rock tower, we have to swing your arms. You can't just look at your mic and do it. You got to do a little dance when you do the rock tower.
It requires the rock tower.
Somebody's got to write a whole song about Babel with that guy doing that. That would be so amazing.
I call it Elvis.
Elvis.
I call it Elvis.
Elvis, I'm calling
Don't leave the building, buddy.
Call it on you, boss.
We're 7 seconds in.
I know, it's just fucking. But the Tower of Babel is the most asinine story in the world.
And that's why there were other languages.
Gosh, it's like like an Aesop fable or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, and then the fox hated the fucking rabbits forever.
Sour grapes.
What's so awesome is it's such a stupid way to decide whether or not you have fucking other languages. And the worst part is there's fucking human beings walking around that not only think that we stuck everything on a fucking ark and it survived, but there's also people who are like, yeah, and then they built a rock tower and fucking fell over. And then suddenly everybody's like, hey, forget about it.
This is not a blessing from God. This kind of diversity is not a blessing. This kind of multiculturalism is not a blessing. It is a curse. But God may allow that because he has to protect us from ourselves.
What could that possibly mean?
Again, protect us from ourselves with the fucking Babels. I'm telling you, this is what he's talking about.
Just go, because I can't. I'm going to puke listening to this.
Because if we continue to communicate with one another in the same language, we can concoct plans that will be a menace to everything that is good, everything that is right, everything that is holy.
They built a fucking tower, man. They built it was a fucking tower in your story. It's not, they didn't build a fucking nuclear bomb. They didn't build a death ray. They didn't do anything. They didn't build a sun-killing nuke. Built a fucking tower. What? Newsflash, dickhead, we have towers. Like, we fucking have them. Like, they fucking exist right now. Like, I can fucking go up to the 104th floor, the fucking Willis Tower. It's even called Tower. Like, it's in the fucking name, man.
But when you come down the elevator, do you speak a different language?
Depends on what elevator I use.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, if you have to use the service entrance, you got to speak Mexican. I mean, that's just how it works.
You don't have to use the service elevator. You're white.
Oh, shit.
This clip comes from episode 322, Ishmael Brown, recorded on October 24th.
So, Cecil, I love this story. I love this story because all through the primaries, Glenn Beck completely lost his fucking fool mind about Trump and about how much he loved Cruz.
Yeah, yeah. Fucking Cruz could have dry fucked his mouth.
Oh, I mean, I think
at any
Cruz
moment.
did.
Yeah.
He was, I mean, he fucking
make him
loved
like
that guy.
sort of quack while he did it. You know what I mean? Like, he could have easily done it.
Yeah, right?
And the weird thing is when Cruz's balls would be slapping on Glenn Beck's chins.
Like, his chins?
Like, I wonder,
which one does it hit? Does the left one that hangs a little lower?
Right?
Does it,
like, because if you look at a profile, they kind of look the same, right?
Yeah,
Like, they kind of have sort of the same little dips in the same areas.
He's got the right ball on the first chin and the left ball hitting
silhouette, sort of like they were standing in front of a screen and there was a silhouette. You wouldn't know really which was which.
Which is which? Yeah. Right. Oh, that's true. From a profile view of Ted Cruz, mouth fucking Glenn Beck, you can't tell who's who.
So a man, I just want to make sure I understand. Yeah. So a man who has principles, who says, there are lines I will not cross. It's still a binary choice. So a man who you cannot come on and say, yes, Glenn, he is fit to be president of the United States. I still am encouraged by you to abandon my principles and vote because it's a binary choice?
You are encouraged.
There's kind of that moment. He's like,
guy.
Maybe.
Who booked this interview for me?
I'm firing my only staffer.
You are encouraged by me to do what you believe is right and honorable in principle.
Right and honorable principle.
I hate this guy.
And my wife, can you call my wife to come in and change my diaper? I need my diaper changed. And I do not appreciate how you're speaking to me right now. I'm going to stomp my foot.
Dude, this is great because
stomp my foot.
Glenn Beck is pacing.
Don't make me stop, because I will do it.
Stop my tiny geisha foot.
I will do it.
And from my perspective, as I look at the issues, Hillary Clinton is telling us she will do enormous damage to the country. Let's take...
Yeah, Hillary Clinton has said to everyone, hey guys, just so you know,
I'm going to do enormous damage to the country.
When you elect me, I'm going to treat this place like they fucking treated the fucking house party on fucking 16 Candles. There's going to be a pizza on the fucking record player bouncing around by the time I'm done. Somebody's going to TP someone's Maserati. There's going to be a Chinese guy in a fucking tree that falls down and says, "Oh, sexy girlfriend." It's going to be just like it. Just like it. I'm going to fucking wreck this thing. That's what she said. No, instead she's like, yeah, I'm gonna, kind of.
Yeah, here are my ideas.
Basically do what we've been doing, which is not ruin the country. In fact, has changed a lot of things that have happened during the Bush era.
And I know that it's a metaphor for, a discussion of policy, but like really we are comparing this to Donald Trump, who actually asked the question, when can I use the nuclear bombs?
Is that an easy to press button?
Right. Is that like,
tiny fingers?
I don't know.
Can I flip that up, down? Can I use my elbow?
Can we get it in lever format?
Much better opening things with my elbow than my little hands.
Let's take the issue of the Supreme Court.
Let's do that. Let's talk about the Supreme Court. I said I would never endorse him. I've recently endorsed him. I'll do whatever I'm told.
That's what we're arguing about.
I'll do anything I'm told. Anything. Write it down. I don't care.
Which, as you know, is an issue that matters deeply to me. I know it matters deeply to you and deeply to many of your listeners. Almost every one of our constitutional rights hangs in the balance.
No one can see this. If you watch this, we'll put the link on this episode's show notes. But go and check out this. Right now, what we have is almost a disembodied ghost of future past, or ghost of Christmas past.
Ted Cruz. Yeah.
Who's fucking God, and like fucking, he's gonna go buy a goose for the Scrooge McDuck.
They have him floating aimlessly around.
It's just a floating head. And what's happening is one of these assholes who's filming Glenn Beck right now has his camera on the sort of zoom in the macro, so everything else is slow focused outside of it, and he's handheld filming, I guess, the image on his Twitter page, which is tiny, and it's also sort of looking across the room. So I don't know how this. It's like a reflection.
It looks crazy
maybe,
though. It looks weird.
It looks weird, and it kind of looks like his head is bouncing up and down in this weird way. You have to see this video. It's super crazy.
And meanwhile, Glenn Beck is pacing the room like a predator.
Yeah.
You know, he's like the fucking polar bear at the zoo that has gone crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
And just makes he like wears out the carpet in a formation.
In a circle.
We have a narrowly divided court with Justice Scalia's passing. Just about every right we cherish is at risk of being lost.
What is that? Just all of our rights are at risk of being lost?
Just about everyone is.
What does that even mean? Like, I'm just not going to have the freedom to assemble anymore?
How are you going to motivate people to vote if you don't scare them, Tom?
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Whether it is the Second Amendment right to keep and bear arms, and in the Heller case, which I helped win, that was a 5-4 victory that upheld the individual right to keep and bear arms. The next president, probably in January, will nominate a justice that will either uphold the individual right to keep and bear arms or attempt to revoke it forever.
You and I agree on this 100%.
Yep.
But this is information that you had in Cleveland. And hang on just a second before you respond.
Sure.
What we're seeing right now is the backroom scene in a gangster movie.
Yeah, this is amazing. Like,
Where
he's got his own Oval Office.
Where the guy who fucking lost the drugs is now sitting on the couch, and the gangster boss is walking back and saying, "Just walk me through this, right?
Right,
Just fucking,
exactly.
You fucking me here. We're gonna talk a little bit. You just walk me through how the TSA reached up your ass and pulled out fucking 3 kilos of cocaine. That's my fucking money. It's my money." You know, that's what you're seeing right now. You're seeing a backroom scene in a fucking in a gangster movie.
Yep.
There's 3 guys on laptops sitting at tables, and Glenn Beck is pacing and he's walking. Now walk me through this. Tell me again how I fucking supported you, how I carried your tiny, tiny balls. And I showed everybody how I fucking lied to everybody. I said how magnificent your tiny balls were. Everybody knew I was lying, but I still did it. And now you fucking abandon all these principles we set out. I can see why Glenn is mad. He went out on a limb.
This is what I love about this clip. What I love about what's happening here is he is going to eat Ted Cruz's tiny pussy ass heart. He is, because Ted, God, I would change my mind. Because the whole time, Ted Cruz, Glenn Beck was standing up in front of his audience and saying, "This is a man of principle. This is an unbending man of iron.
Yeah.
He is the only one,
This is
right?
the guy God put in front of us to vote for."
And he said, yes, right, exactly. He's like God himself. God, the omniscient and all power. God
the guy
said,
who stops comets from plowing into the planet turned to Glenn Beck and said, "Hey, vote for this guy."
Right. And now Glenn Beck is
or a comet.
Glenn Beck is doing what I feel like I would do. Be like, I'm going to eat my words.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to eat my words by chewing them through your ass. That's how I'm going to get to my words. I'm going to start at your ass, and I am going to chew right through you.
You have to pay extra for that.
You do. And the tip is extraordinary.
Not the monetary one.
They don't let you back in that massage parlor twice.
You had all of this information. You had this information the day you dropped out of the race and said that Donald Trump is a sociopathic liar. So you had all this information. Have you spent an enormous amount of time with Donald Trump? Do you have new information that has made you say, "Oh my gosh, he's now not a sociopathic liar. He is not the guy that I very eloquently spelled out for over a year, and now suddenly there's a reason to believe him"?
Well, let me say a couple of things in response, Glenn. First of all, I have had
All right, so again, we got to explain to the audience at home what we're looking at.
It's amazing.
We're looking at Glenn Beck was just walking away from the camera. It was kind of like the end scene in Godfather. Where
Don't ask me about my business.
Exactly. He's walking away from the Godfather, or he's walking away from the camera, and you see the camera then now pulls focus and drops. And we're at about 2:30 in this video. The camera pulls focus and drops, and it focuses back on Ted Cruz's disembodied head.
Disembodied Twitter head. And I love too that the picture they have, he looks sad.
He does. He always looks sad.
He's got this fucking droopy dog look.
Because when he smiles, he looks like he's snarling. Which is so true. It's so true. He looks like he's going to...
Does he really?
He does. Whenever he smiles, he looks like he's going to take someone's hand off, or he looks like Grandpa from the Munsters. And you can't have somebody who looks like Grandpa...
Who's that villainous?
Who looks like Grandpa from the Munsters. You can't do that.
Many significant disagreements with Donald Trump. But as you noted, I have not been shy to articulate those at considerable length.
So I agree. In a nutshell, I agree with the first. I'm just saying.
I agree.
I've said mean, duty-head things about the guy I now love.
I gave him a clinical psychological diagnosis. That was probably a little hasty.
Not being qualified.
And also not having my balls descend from my body. And having to go back and eat this shit-covered word.
Well, you see, Glenn, when you took your mouth off my cock, I had to put mine around Trump's.
They do call themselves centipedes.
I don't intend to do so at this point. The primary is over.
The primary was already over, and you had an opportunity to fucking endorse him on stage, and you didn't do it.
Right, and
you got booed off of it.
Right.
Like, you've already been booed off stage by all the people that are supposed to love you.
All your peers.
Yeah.
All your peers. You took... That's the thing. And Glenn Beck, I hope he fucking eats his heart on this, too, because Glenn Beck said just a moment ago in the question, you knew this when you dropped out of the race. When you dropped out of the race, the primary was fucking decided. You were the only other guy in the primary against him.
Exactly.
That's it. And then you decided, I'm not going to endorse this guy. And you went to the fucking RNC and you said, I'm fucking not going to endorse this guy. Vote your heart, vote your conscience. You expressly didn't endorse that guy. And like you said, he got fucking booed off that thing. Now all of a sudden he's fucking turncoat and turntail on his principles, and Glenn Beck's going to hurt him.
The thing is, like, what I don't understand is what happened between now and then. Like, I'm just as curious as Glenn Beck as to what happened.
Right.
What I think happened is he's probably got talked to by the Republican high up somewhere, someone who, is handling the funds that the Republican Party must get, and say, look, you've got to endorse him, or else we're just not going to, we might not endorse you when it comes time for your fucking campaign.
But you know what's beautiful right now is that Ted Cruz is in the worst, and since I hate Ted Cruz,
I know, me too.
He's in the worst of all possible positions, right?
He is in the worst position.
Now, what the beautiful thing about what's happened is Ted Cruz refused to endorse Trump, got the big boos, right?
Right.
Then he endorsed Trump, and then immediately after he endorsed Trump, the fucking video of Trump talking about grabbing women's pussies came out, right?
Yeah.
And now all these other major Republicans are fucking turning tail. So now he looks worse. If he had just held his principles.
He looks so bad.
Now he looks like who he is.
He looks like he looks like he turned down his safe school.
Right.
Before he got accepted to the other one. And now he's working at Starbucks.
Right, exactly. Oh, yeah. God damn it. I'm going to reapply in the spring.
We are in a general election with a binary choice.
I'm asking you for new information.
I didn't fucking ask you that. Where's the fucking cocaine at?
For me to continue
I'm asking
laying out those concerns.
No, I'm asking you for new information.
You're in a different role than I am. You have you can share your concerns. I have shared them in the past. I don't intend to repeat them.
But that's different. That's different. I'm asking you for new information. You knew all the things that you're saying today. The time to do that would have been the day you pulled out, or the day that you...
Ted Cruz has never pulled out because he's never finished.
That's the thing, is because he's never been in anything. You know what I mean? Like, he's never actually been in a thing to pull out of it.
Right.
The day that you gave the speech so eloquently...
Why now?
Why now?
Oh, and now you see, so before...
all the fucking underbosses.
Exactly, right? So before, before it was just the big boss.
Right.
And now the underbosses are kind of like, yeah, what the fuck, Mickey? Where's the fucking cocaine at, huh?
Tell you what, if I had the cocaine, I'd have shown up with the cocaine. When they give me cocaine, I arrive at my intended destination with the cocaine.
You're not a fucking drug mule. You're a fucking drug miniature horse. The fuck?
Hired a drug burro? What do we hire here, huh?
This clip comes from episode 334, Googly Eyes, recorded on December 26th.
This story comes from broadly.vice.com, and it's just fucking amazing.
It's classy as fuck.
Dude, this is a classy fucking show.
This is a classy fucking story for this fucking
It is.
show. If you're looking for a reasoned, well-balanced, interesting, thoughtful portion of this show,
this is
the cum rags for Congress portion is probably your best bet.
Wait a minute. Can we get out our monocles when we read this story? Because I'm going to get out my monocles.
I have a bow tie.
Yeah, there we go. Secure it properly.
I'm going to make sure my bow tie is perfectly.
Top hat. You have your top hat set? And we'll have some shrimp cocktail.
Yeah.
There we go. Classy as fuck, bitch. I'm going to make a drink for my globe bar.
It's shrimp cocktail in a jar that you... My dad used to eat that garbage.
I know what you're talking about.
It's fucking, and the thing is like it's packed,
gelatinized.
It's packed in fucking cocktail sauce.
It is,
and it's the worst.
It's poison.
Oh,
it's botulism. It's like so you could take it and you could fucking pull it out of a syringe and inject it in your face and like watch your faces. It's fucking straight botulism. It's sold as a weight loss supplement.
Do you like your asshole to feel like it's on fire? Do you like shooting liquids out of your ass like you're vomiting them out of your mouth?
It's like it comes with a bucket, so you can fucking get the fucking ass on the throne and the head in the bucket situation where you're just like, oh god.
You ever had one of those like food poisoning moments where it feels like your ass is throwing up, where it feels like that's heaving, and it's like, and you're like, what the fuck? You're like, wait, what is happening?
That's a moment where your body's like, we are getting rid of this.
You're just like, you're ready to take off,
right?
Like, it's like a rocket. It could leave your bathroom.
The worst case of food poisoning I ever had. I'm sitting on the throne. I have my head I'm leaned over to the side, so my head's in the tub.
So you can throw up in there.
So I'm throwing up in the tub.
Oh, you are throwing up in the tub.
I'm shitting and puking, and I got the water running on my head, and I'm just like, I just need to die. The only thing I'm thinking is just like, I don't want to live in this body anymore. I don't care what happens to it. Somebody can take it. You can just fucking throw it away.
Yeah.
I've ruined this one. This one is garbage
and
now.
All I had was one thing of cocktail shrimp. That's it.
So this story, I don't even know if we even need to cover this story.
No, I do want to talk about cum rags for Congress.
All right, cum rags for Congress. Satanists protest Texas abortion law with semen socks. This is just beautiful.
I would name a cat semen socks.
I would name a band semen socks. Hello, Ohio! We are semen socks.
I would make that a pet name for my mistress.
What's up, semen socks?
Yeah, she doesn't talk very much. She's made of wool, so.
You have your cum rag, but you
put a little mouth on it and googly eyes.
Googly eyes and like some yard hair, and you're like, that's right.
And once in a while, her foreign friend comes in, and I put it on the other hand. Oh, so your foreign cousin's in from France,
You're like doing a whole hand pump and play. It's like, hello. You got a little French maid outfit once. You got all these, I'm just here to clean. Do not pay attention to me, sir. There's a whole fucking jerk off sock puppet theater. With a whole sock puppet are fucking crusty and weird looking.
They're all real stiff, like they went through the starch cycle at the cleaners. So they're all kind of standing up on their own, and you can take them up and just set them there. And then
They the mouth moving, you just hear the.
Oh no! Oh God! Oh, and then your mom washes one. You're like, Mom, what are you doing? I was saving that one. Oh.
Not Princess Penelope.
You ruined Justine.
Now I'm never gonna know how the story ends.
Okay. So comrades for Congress. Let's get back to this because this is an important story.
This has got a lot of. There should be a whole puppet theater.
I know.
It's
sucks.
Like,
I think it could play opposite of puppetry of the penis. So
it's like a Punch and Judy show.
That's only for the Dom section.
Right, I know.
Punch him in the balls.
Oh God! All right, so Texas. We covered this the other day. Texas passed this ridiculous rule that miscarriages.
They did put an injunction against this, or some judge did something to slow it down, right?
Which is almost all this is there for is to elevate to the Supreme Court, right? These sorts of rules, I think, are only being put into place so that these kinds of cases can begin to push the challenge further up into the court system. Yeah. So in Texas now, if you have an abortion or a miscarriage, unless you do it at home, which I think you can only do the miscarriage portion of the program at home, I'm not sure you're allowed to have the abortion at home.
Requires a different set of puppets.
Jim Henson's like, I've never been in such demand.
Down and Fraggle Rock. No, that's actually where you bash the fetus's head against.
I'm just
Fraggle
saying
Rock
I'd fuck
is
Miss
what you
Piggy.
do.
That's all I'm saying. In the snout.
Oh, Jesus.
So, as a response to this ridiculous law in Texas, the Satanic Temple, which we just talked about, the Satanic Temple is saying, "Hey, great story. So if we're going to treat discarded tissue in a specific way, then we're going to treat." Semen, like discarded semen, in a specific way.
And the very best part is they sent it to him, Tom, and I want you to read this.
Okay.
So they sent...
mailed an ejaculate-covered sock to Texas Governor Greg Abbott, along with a handwritten note that says, "These are babies, please bury."
And the best part is it's spelled like you would text it to somebody. R is the letter R, and please is spelled PLZ.
Please bury.
Oh, God, it's so good.
It's so great.
So funny. But also, you had said though initially, and I kind of agree. Like this is a little horrifying.
It's super horrifying.
This is really pushing it to a level that I don't know that I would be comfortable. I certainly wouldn't send anything like this.
I'd run out of socks.
Yeah, I guess you could get them delivered Amazon now, though.
Right.
I was gonna say Prime, but you're not gonna wait 2 days.
2 days. But the guy who started this, Blackmore guy, he says, it's evocatively titled "Cum Rags for Congress." He says, the fetal tissue has the potential to become a human, but it's not a human yet, does not have consciousness, cannot exist without the mother. And he says basically like, look, this is fucking awful. I know that this is awful. I know it's crass. I know it's disgusting. I know it's filthy, but so is this law.
Yeah.
This law is an abuse, and it is an abuse of women. It's an abuse of people. And so the response should be equally crass. So the Satanic Temple founder, Lucian Greaves, said, Texas health officials are baldly imposing the view that fetal tissue is elevated to personhood, a religious opinion that conflicts with our own. If Texas is going to treat the disposal of fetal tissue differently from the disposal of any other biological material, they need to present a compelling state interest for doing so. Of course, there is no such state interest, and it's perfectly clear the demand for fetal tissue burial is a punitive measure imposed by sadistic theocrats. He's right. He's right. And this response, again, well, I think it's horrible. Like, I think sending actual fucking cum rags to your congressperson
and they talk in this about like filling it with lotion and stuff.
Right.
That's what they're talking about.
So do it symbolically, right? Do it symbolically.
It's a symbol rather than actually, ejaculating into a. I save those are for me. Those aren't for, I don't share those.
That's not.
We want to thank everybody who listens to the show. We want to thank all our patrons. We want to thank everybody who rates us. thanks for a great year. We really had a great year. We got a chance to meet a bunch of fans. We got a chance to travel, and we're hoping to do a bunch of that this year. So thanks for listening. Thanks for enjoying it. Thanks for sharing it. And we hope 2017 is a little better than 2016. We're going to leave you, like we always do, with the Skeptic's Creed.
Credulity is not a virtue. It's fortune cookie cutter, mommy issue, hypno-Babylon bullshit. Couched in scientician, double bubble, toil and trouble, pseudo quasi alternative, acupunctuating, pressurized, stereogram, pyramidal, free energy healing, watered downward spiral, brain deadpan, sales pitch, late night info docutainment. Leo, Pisces, cancer cures, detox, reflex, foot massage, death and towers, tarot cards, psychic healing, crystal balls, Bigfoot, Yeti, aliens, churches, mosques and synagogues, temples, dragons, giant worms, Atlantis, dolphins, truthers, birthers, witches, wizards, vaccine nuts, shaman healers, evangelists, conspiracy, doublespeak, stigmata, nonsense. Expose your sides. Thrust your hands, bloody, evidential, conclusive. Doubt even this.
The opinions and information provided on this podcast are intended for entertainment purposes only. All opinions are solely that of Glory Hole Studios, LLC. Cognitive Dissonance makes no representations as to accuracy, completeness, currentness, suitability, or validity of any information and will not be liable for any errors, damages, or butthurt arising from consumption. All information is provided on an as-is basis. No refunds. Produced in association with the local Dairy Council and viewers like you.